Welcome to different selection methods. So in this video we're going to learn some more ways to select your geometry using two features, border select and circle select. So let's hop over into Blender. Now both of these features are located in the select menu on the 3D editor header. So under select we can see we've got circle select and border select. Now you may hear me refer to box select, which is exactly the same thing as border select. You're essentially drawing a box or a border around a thing you wish to select. So you do need to be in edit mode if you're not already. And you do need to choose what you're going to select, just like you would do if you were selecting things individually, whether they be edges, faces or vertices. So if we hit the B key, let's see what happens. So we've got it on edge select and we're going to draw a box around here. So selected every edge that line came in contact with. And if we spin round, we'll see that it's not selected anything on the other side. If you do want to select through an object, say the whole top of this pyramid, I would suggest you first move your view around so you can select the box. Orthographic view is best, so there's no perspective playing. You'll want to deselect what you've already selected, and you can just press the A key, which deselects, as well as selecting all. Hit the B key for box select, and before you do that, you'll want to go into wireframe mode. Rotate it back round. In wireframe mode, when you use a selection tool, it selects through your object. So if I'm cautious now about how I'm selecting, that should have selected everything on top. You have to be careful. If I drag the box round the actual too far, I'd have selected all the top of the pyramid as well. Now, in this view, you'll notice if I then go and box select that edge, it adds to the selection. Now, if you want to remove from the selection, when you're doing the box selecting, you can middle click. So a middle click and drag will deselect. Just clicking and selecting more will add to your selection with no further input. So let's try out circle select. Well, circle select produces a circle and you can change the size of that circle with your scroll wheel. So obviously if it's this big and we've got it on edge select, as we go over, I'm clicking now, you can see I'm selecting loads of edges as we go, and as soon as we see this one here, as soon as all four edges of a face, or however many edges the face has, have been selected, the face highlights as well. So if I select that edge there, it adds to it. And again, middle clicking will deselect as you go. So you can deselect and select using both of these selection tools. Very powerful stuff, especially since we can change the size of this circle. Finally, you can't do anything until you've exited the circle, so you do need to right click at some point to exit, whereas the box select automatically exits at the end of the selection. I feel a challenge! Okay guys, I'd like you to remove some of the pyramid. Using either border or circle select, I'd like you to remove the parts of the pyramid covering the ramp that we've made ready for the stairs. So go and pause the video now and give that a go. Welcome back. Let's go and remove those parts of the pyramid. So let's hop straight on over into Blender. Now we can see quite clearly, well we can't actually, because this pyramid's the same on both sides and I've rotated it around several times. So I can't see clearly. One of these has got a ramp under it and one of them hasn't. How do we tell that? Well, we're going to hop over into wireframe mode. I'm going to move it back into perspective mode and I'm just going to remove all the rest of the orange. So we can see there that there's no ramp on this side and there is on here. So now we know that, we can come out of wireframe mode. Now the ramp itself, I'm being a bit forward thinking here, the ramp itself stops on this edge. So we don't want to delete that edge, otherwise the ramp itself will disappear. So we need to delete that edge all the way down to that edge. We could hold down shift and select them all, there's not a great number. In this case, I'm going to, because I'm at an angle, I can make it perfectly square and use border select, but because I'm at an angle, I'm going to hit C for circle select. Doesn't have to be terribly big, because I'm just drawing straight up here, all the way to there. Finally, I can either go through mesh delete, but I'm just going to hit the X key. So we've got the circle selected, remember to right click out of it. Okay, X, and we're going to delete the edges, nothing else, just the edges. There we go, we can see our ramp underneath. Brilliant! How did you guys get on? Remember to save your pyramid if you haven't done already, and oh, I've just had a thought. We, or certainly I haven't, named my cube. No, it's not a cube. Oh dear. So let's change that now so it says pyramid. Tut tut, if any of you have already named your mesh pyramid, congratulations, you beat the teacher to doing it. Make sure you do name your meshes, otherwise later on when you have something more complex, it's going to be a pain to find anything. See you guys in the next lecture.